Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Food and a Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. Now on this episode of Food and a Single Guy, I am going to cook a vegetarian dish. So, vegetarians, wake up! Yes! So this is a requested video actually. My friend, I'm not going to mention his name on camera, my friend M and his wife D and their kids have requested that I uploaded a couple of vegetarian dishes on the channel because they like the channel and they want to go from eating this amount of meat to this amount of meat. So he requested that I uploaded a couple of vegetarian dishes, and I already have a couple of vegetarian dishes on my channel. And the reason I'm not mentioning his name, by the way, is because some people are vicious. And I've had this happen to me twice already, that complete strangers wanted to get to me through my friends or family. Now when you mess with my friends or my family, I am coming for you. Okay? And that is what happened to two people already. So I don't mention the names of my friends or the names of my family on my social media. I don't even tag my family on social media because some people are vicious. And I'm very protective of my friends and my family. Alright? Now having said all of that, I want to take you into the kitchen with me because today I am going to cook a Thai green curry with tofu and chestnut mushrooms. Honey! Okay, my dear people, allow me to introduce you to the ingredients for today's recipe. What I have here is some organic tofu, and feel free to use whatever type of tofu you like. I am using organic tofu because the fact of the matter is I wanted a different brand of tofu, so I went to the Chinese supermarket to get it. Now, when I got to the Chinese supermarket, I picked up the brand that I always use, and it had a hole, it was leaking, and the odor that came from it. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the regular supermarket and purchase the organic tofu instead. You hear me? Anyway, what I have here are my chestnut mushrooms, and I love these. I prefer these over the white mushrooms. I have here some creamed coconut, and I'm always using creamed coconut because it's so much creamier. The coconut milk is a little too runny. They add too much water to it, so your dish doesn't get the creaminess that it deserves. I have here a jar of green Thai curry paste, and the reason I bought the store-bought curry paste is because I couldn't find two of the ingredients because I wanted to make my own curry paste. I wanted to show you how to make it. It's very easy to make. So I have here the green curry paste. I have two hot peppers here, which we're going to use for garnishing at the end of the video. I have two bulbs of my Chinese garlic. And the Chinese garlic, by the way, is a little milder than the regular garlic. But feel free to use whatever type of garlic you like. And of course, I have two onions here, which I will be blitzing in my blender along with the garlic because I want to season the tofu with a nice paste of onion and garlic. So let's move on to the next step. Okay guys, so next what we're going to do, we are going to drain the tofu just like so. I'm gonna pour this into a colander. Now we're gonna allow this to drain completely before we cut into it. Okay guys, so while my tofu is draining, I am going to roughly chop up these mushrooms. And when you're all done, they should look a little something like this. As you can see, nice and meaty. And I don't care what anybody tells you, don't ever wash your mushrooms because the skin is gonna turn into a slimy mess. That is not what you want. Just brush them with a brush or wipe them with a cloth, all right? Now let's move on. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna puree my onion and my garlic in my little chopper right here. And there is my tofu. What I'm gonna do next, I'm going to brown the tofu in a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna season it. So I'm gonna heat some extra virgin olive oil in this skillet, and then we're gonna brown the tofu. Now when you're done browning your tofu, this is the color you'd want them to be. As you can see, nice and golden brown. And next what we're going to do, we're going to season the tofu because tofu has a very bland taste. It doesn't taste like anything actually. So you have to make sure that you season it well. Otherwise you're not going to enjoy it. Okay guys, so this is what your tofu looks like. As you can see, it is nice and brown. Now I'm going to season the tofu. And the reason you season the tofu afterwards, if you season the tofu beforehand, it is going to break up, and that is not what you want. All right, so you can season the tofu to your heart's content with whatever you like. I am going to use some black pepper. just like so. Then I am going to use some of the garlic and onion mixture that I just made in my little chopper, just like so. There. And what I'm also gonna add, I'm gonna add a vegetable stock cube. And then we're gonna mix this ever so gently. Alright? So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil. I'm going to set it to one side to marinate for anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. And now for the fun part, you guys. The cooker hood is turned on, but I'm sure you will be able to hear me. What I'm going to do next, I am going to heat some olive oil in my Dutch oven right now. And next what I'm going to add is my onion and garlic mixture. Some of it, not all. And make sure to cook this on medium heat, you guys. Next what I'm going to add is the green curry paste. Followed by the coconut cream, and I'm going to use 2 of these satchels. Okay, we're going to give that a nice stir. And it doesn't look very glamorous right now, but trust me, when it's done, you're gonna love it. What we're also gonna add is a droplet of water. Just like so. And of course, you're gonna give this a nice stir. Now, if your sauce is too thick, you can always add a little bit of water to dilute it. Now, before you add any salt, keep in mind that the coconut cream has plenty of salt. So make sure to taste the food before you continue to season it. Now, next what I'm going to add are the mushrooms. And then we're going to cover the pan and allow these to simmer on low heat for anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, baby, the mushrooms are looking good. Now what we're going to add at the very last, you guys, is the tofu. And you don't want to cook the tofu with the mushrooms because otherwise they're going to fall apart and that is not what you want. You simply add them to the pot. And next what you're going to do, you're going to turn off the heat and allow this to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before serving. Now when it's all done, you guys, it should look a little something like this. And as you can see, it's still steaming away. We're going to serve this with rice. But before we serve this, we're going to sprinkle some red chili pepper on top. Just like so. Because, you know, garnish makes everything look better. And speaking of which, we're also going to add some fresh basil, just like so. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I think it does. Baby, when I tell you it was delicious, it was delicious. Now, I'm the kind of person, if I cook something and I don't like it, I will be very honest and I will tell you, no, it sucked. Just like the Johnny cakes that I made a couple of weeks ago for the first time, they were a little too salty for my taste. They didn't suck, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm not gonna toot my own horn, okay? Well, maybe to some degree, but if it's not good, I'm gonna let you know also. That's just the kind of guy that I am. Baby, let me tell you something. This Thai green curry with the tofu, it was thebomb.com, alright? Now, if you decide to give this recipe a try, let me know how it turned out because, you know, I'm always interested in hearing from you. Before I give you my signature salute, I just want to welcome a ton of new subscribers to the channel. I don't take your subscription for granted, and especially not considering these new crazy YouTube rules, okay, that are affecting a lot of smaller channels. So welcome to Food and the Single Guy. If you're not subscribed to my AMARU online channel or my AMARU music channel, please do so. You'll be surprised to find a couple of very nice videos on those channels too. Do take care, be well, happy cooking, happy eating, don't add crazy to the craziness, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.